Hey guys, it's Crypto Lami here, and I am super sick today. I'm basically on the cusp of shriveling up like an expired tomato because of the flu. So I won't be having any video today, but I wanted to get this content out to you as soon as I could, regardless of my sickness, so that you can prepare for what's coming. I believe there are some pretty great opportunities out there right now if you have the dry powder. So let's check out this little clip here regarding Rift Watchers and the town hall today, and then we can talk about how we can leverage this newly released information to our benefit. If you end up liking this video, I'd love if you could consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I was just checking my analytics and it seems as though there's over 50% of my regular viewers who aren't subscribed. So hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me.
Rift Watchers cards are kind of a bit more high mana focused. We, like a few months back, increased the max mana cap for battles, and there's always also the unlimited 99 mana cap. And that was kind of like a niche that wasn't really filled, and we felt like a lot of times in the very high mana cap battle games, there wasn't a lot of options. There was just a relatively small number of high mana cards, and you just kind of had to pick those, or you're just losing out on a lot of value on your team. So this is going to be a much more high mana focused set, and a lot of really powerful cards.
So what does this all mean? Well, here we have all the cards which have the Giant Killer ability, and we can already see here that they're starting to increase in value. I myself have already purchased a bunch of all these cards in preparation for Rift Watchers, because the Giant Killer ability sounds like it's going to be the biggest counter to everything Rift Watchers has to offer. By the sounds of things, and from what Matt's saying, we're going to see several high mana cost creatures that could all be eliminated in 1 or 2 shots if the Giant Killer ability is implemented into our lineups. My favorite pick here is a card that I recently featured in one of my latest videos regarding card pickups for the upcoming Firesplinter legendary airdrop Conqueror Jassic. This card is the Djinn Inferno. I think this card's an absolute beast, and the only one out of all the Giant Killer cards that has the ability to instantly delete a number of cards in one hit. At max level, he does 5 magic damage, meaning he'll eke out 10 damage in one hit to a card that has a cost of 10 mana or more. So I think this card is going to be a huge problem to deal with, considering its synergy with Jassic, because no card is going to be safe wherever you put it in your lineup because of Jassic's Scattershot. But now, even on top of that, this card is just going to destroy those high mana Rift Watcher cards. Another thing that I wanted to point out here is the new Fury ability coming to the Rift Watchers release, and the taunt cards that will be paired alongside it. So let's listen to Matt talk about this here.
There's one new ability that's called Fury, which is going to allow monsters with the ability to do double damage to targets that have the taunt ability. And Rift Watchers also introduces a number of new taunt monsters. So that'll be kind of an interaction, an interesting sort of rocks, paper, scissors mechanic where people might be more inclined to use taunt. And then, other people might be inclined to then start using the Fury cards to counter that, and vice versa. And we'll see the meta shift.
So we know that there are going to be a number of new taunt cards that are coming to Rift Watchers, as well as the Fury ability. So this Fury ability will mitigate the annoyance of those taunt cards and allow us to more readily get around them. And you might be thinking to yourself, okay, so there's going to be taunt cards, and then there's going to be something that balances the meta of those taunt cards in the Fury ability. But I think we may be wrong on this. Enter Mycelic Slipspawn. Because of Force Field, and I would say that it's likely that it won't be on any of the other Rift Watcher taunt cards, but because of this Force Field ability, cards with Fury are going to do 1 damage to Mycelic Slipspawn. This card is going to be a way to play taunt without even having to worry about the new Fury ability on those big mana cards that Rift Watchers will bring. I already use this card a ton, but I think the utility for this card has increased substantially for the single reason that it has the Force Field ability. Now, before we finish up, I wanted to also talk about the new promo card for Rift Watchers, which will be airdropped after the first 500,000 packs are sold in Rift Watchers. This will not be available in any other packs after the first 500,000 pack pre-sale, so keep that in mind, guys. But what an amazing support card this is, and it's going to give a ton of utility to cards like Legionnaire Alvar and Grum as well. Why, you ask? Well, because of the void armor and high amounts of armor on these cards, Oshaw is going to be able to not only resurrect them, but will also be able to get a heal into because of their void armor and the inability to finish them off with a single magic attack. Oshaw will pair extremely well with both Alvar and Grum because she'll be able to heal them both before they get killed, increasing both of their sustainability massively. The beauty of both of these cards too is that they both have the Giant Killer ability, which we were just talking about earlier. And that's it for me for now, guys. Please smash that like and subscribe button before I pass out and die. But other than that, I will see you on the blockchain. Maybe. If I survive this. I'll see you guys soon.